and welcome back to Blast Off. Alright, so when we left off last episode, we were talking about going up there to get some cobblestone. So, unfortunately, the only way to really get that at this point is to use, let's get these out of here, is to use some wood and make a wooden hammer. Now we should only need one wooden hammer. Pretty sure it takes about an entire wooden hammer to mine the material up there to give us the uh, the pieces of stone from it. Now before we go up there, there is something I want to do, and there are mob spawners in certain parts of these towers here. Let's go ahead and remove that. See if we can, yeah. So that's a cool little mod there too. I think that's from the mod Smart Moving, and that lets you kind of scale cliffs and whatnot. Yep. There we go. Okay, let's see. Yep, make that jump. Now this is what we will destroy, and see what we get here. Yep, so we got 2 stone. Now 4 of those are going to make 1 piece of cobble. So we will need at least 6 pieces of cobble to make the stone, to make the smaller furnace that we'll be using. Now, I'm not sure where the, I wonder if it's above me actually. So it would definitely, oh, there it is. Okay, so these freaking guys, rocket creepers. Oh, I cannot tell you how many times I have died from those guys. So good thing to just go ahead and remove that while we still can. Now you may be wondering why I'm not currently eating. It is because, as you can see there, diminishing returns start after eating any food 50 or more times. So it's definitely a good idea to let your hunger get as low as possible, because once you start getting into those diminishing returns, hunger turns into one of those really annoying and painful to maintain mechanics. So I may make it sound like it's not fun with it. It is still fun. It's just it's just really annoying sometimes. Just simply because you have to keep multiple amounts of food on yourself until you get a bag of holding or something like that. That just adds more weight and takes up more space in your inventory. So, with that being said, we're going to let that food drop a little bit lower, or until it becomes nighttime and we need to be at full health to finish up getting that stuff for the zombies. Those zombies will be like I was showing you for that MyFit. We need 16 pieces of rotten flesh, and we only have 6 back at base currently. So I do think the MyFit is retro activated, so anything that we do before we activate it and equip it, we'll still get credit for, but you know, the sooner we get it, the sooner we can start receiving the benefits of the speed and other things like that. Now, it does look like we passed the 38 mark, and to just go ahead and make a point of it, I'm going to go ahead and just remove the water, let ourselves get nice and toasty here, so I can just show you now the heat stroke mechanic. Now, both of those mechanics will eventually kill you. Heat stroke obviously will boil your brain, while the hypothermia, I've never actually died from the hypothermia, so I don't actually know what it'll say. Every time you die, you do get a little bit of a message. So it looks like we have a big obsidian thing over there. I think that was from the meteor fell, I thought, but could be wrong about that. So we do have 59 stone. I'm pretty sure that's a set amount. You'll always get 59. And like I said, you know, the durability is actually at 0. We'll just throw that out. We don't need it. And we'll go ahead and collect what's left of this tree here. And we'll replant these saplings. So, looks like we are above 38, so maybe it might actually be 39 degrees Celsius. Um, Now, why don't we go ahead and we'll put that back over there and we'll make ourselves 14 cobblestone. Very nice. So we'll put that up there. These grapes, as you can see, they have a really low. So the top one is your actual food bar, which you need, I think, at least 9.5 in order to start recovering health. The bottom one is somewhat of a stamina mechanic, which we'll get into later. These are obviously much, much better. So we're actually just going to put the grapes away for now, as they don't really help. They're good for helping the diminishing return thing, but that's about it, really. So this is how we save a bunch of cobble, is we make a stone slab. Now I'm just going to put that there. Looks like a funny little cyborg face or something. And we're going to get a piece of leather for that quest. Now, I am going to go ahead and start burning some of this oak wood to make charcoal, which is pretty useful. And it looks like nighttime is coming, so um, let's go ahead and we will make ourselves some mashed leaves. Piece of leather there. Bam, mashed leaves. Alright, so let's go ahead and put the oak in there. That'll start making us charcoal. So we get water storage, dense energy cell, camel pack, a water bucket, leaf cider, flint and steel. Okay, so um, we need to choose one of these. I'm just going to choose leaf cider. I did that on purpose because look at that, we needed 2. So I'm going to go and manually submit those 2 we just got. As you can see along the corners here, we have plenty of liquid XP, so we're going to get the lava, which is definitely super useful here coming up. I already hear zombies outside, so what I'm going to go ahead and do is, unfortunately, oh, they gave us an empty camel pack. That's pretty rude. I'm just going to go ahead and take that lava bucket off. I'm going to go ahead and add the dense cell down here, the water storage, which we don't currently need. So just a quick bit of inventory maintenance. Yeah, actually that's fine. We'll put those up there. We'll put all these up here. We'll put that down there. That zombie is just waiting to get wrecked. So we're going to go ahead and eat just to be careful. Unfortunately, sometimes some of these meals can cause nausea. It's really annoying, but it's kind of, oh, see, there's another one of those mechanics. They can sit on each other's shoulders. Super annoying. This is, I guess you could say, the cowardly way of fighting these zombies, but I am definitely not equipped for combat currently. So hopefully this will give us 10. Yep, there we go. So we have enough for the MyFit now. Let's go ahead and grab that. Alright, oh, I didn't even need to turn them in. So I get the MyFit and then I get some drink. So I prefer sake over mead, although they're both definitely not my favorite to drink. So what you do with this, you just right click it on the ground and you go ahead and equip it. So as you can see, it'll show our jumps, mobs killed, damage taken, minutes played, distance walked. So we want to go ahead and turn all of these on, and as we continue to advance and do more things, we will start to get more of those bonuses. We didn't get any equipment there, unfortunately. Oh no, what a dirty bastard. Okay, so I would like to try and get one of those skeleton skulls. They're extremely useful, as hopefully you'll see here in a minute when I get one from one of these. That is some wishful thinking. Okay, so the zombie's trying to flank us, so we're gonna pull him back and use the old trick. And we should be able to get him to the door here. Oh, looks like they're wising up. Now, one of the other quests, just to show you real quick, I do need to kill 10 of these, and I will get um, some other equipment there. But man, they're really smart, aren't they? Oh my gosh. Well, that would be why. Oh, I think they're fighting amongst themselves now. Ow. Oh, there he is. He's right there. Okay, so that one does have wither on him, which is not good. It's really hard to see when I'm about to die here. Oh gosh. Okay, and luckily for me, wither can't actually kill me. Unfortunately for me, if I want to continue to kill these guys, I do need to eat. I do apologize about this. This is a really annoying effect. Unfortunately, when you do eat pieces of zombie, that just comes with the territory. Sometimes you will get nauseous from this. So just to minimize this terrible effect, I will leave my inventory up. Just concentrate your eyes on this beautiful face right here. And there we go. That looks like it did help out. Let's see if I can lure him back over here. He looks to be too smart for his own good. Oh no. Alright, here comes Mr. Oh! So for some reason, the skeletons do not want to play ball. And that one's got 100 health. That's definitely not good. So what I could try and do here is see if we can get the skeleton to shoot. Oh gosh, look at them. They're getting really smart. Well, I don't think this is going to work out, so we're just going to have to leave them there for now. Hopefully, when daylight comes, one of those skeletons will be nice and drop their skulls on the ground for us. Now, one of the other quests here, I believe it's for meteors. Yep, we need a stone hammer, and a stone hammer is going to be exactly like that wooden hammer, except we use cobblestone. So this will give us meteor shield, which we did hear a meteor earlier. So these, I don't really use any of these. I guess crash detector will be the ones we use. Once daylight does pop up, we're going to go outside and we're going to set some of these. Before that even happens though, oh, somehow we got some stuff down here. We're going to come up top here and we're going to put one square on top. Looks like we have quite a bit of baddies outside. Unfortunately, any of them with helmets on will not burn up by the daylight, so we're going to have to go take care of them the old-fashioned way. In the meantime, let's go ahead and drop those in there. Looks like we are going to get through a full stack there, so I'm going to go ahead and add those in there. And we'll just put that in miscellaneous for now, as well as this, and that. So, what do we have next here? Base defenses, rotten flesh, and gunpowder. Ooh, get a block of gold from that. So that'll be useful. I have used these turrets before. They are somewhat okay. They're not really that great, but if I get a block of gold out of it, then once I kill some creepers, get some gunpowder, that'll definitely be worth it. Ingots, we did need the gold for that upgrade, so we need rotten flesh, smashed copper ore, and cobblestone. We will work on that a little bit later as well. So, what to do now? I guess really, we're gonna need this. This will be kind of the next step for us. That will unlock, looks like grout, and grout is useful for Tinker's Construct as well. That'll actually make us a smeltery, which we'll be using for the majority of the time going forward. So yeah, it definitely looks like, what do we have under here? We need a block of redstone. That'll be difficult to get, and that crucible furnace will not be possible to get for a while as well. So let's go ahead and see if we can clean up out here. Oh, look at that guy in his nice gold armor. Thinks he's a fancy guy. Oh my gosh. Alright, as you can see in the top left on the mini map, um, the yellow dots represent the mobs themselves. Uh, I'm not 100% sure what the red may indicate experience. Oh gosh. Alright. Man, this skeleton is really annoying. Okay, so he's actually a skeleton warrior, which means he can. Wow, that was really close. He can actually switch from a bow to a sword. That's another um, one of those things for. Okay, so it actually looks like the red dots are for things that the mobs dropped. Now we got a zombie head, so what we can do with these is actually um, take them to our tool bench here, add that on there, and our mining level increases. So this would let us normally um, mining level stone. This will actually let us mine copper. So I don't believe that zombie head was actually for anything useful necessarily. No, we do need a skeleton head for that. So why don't we go ahead and drop a few of these out here. We're just going to kind of set them. Um, we do have a creeper over here. I could. Looks like we're a little bit tipsy here. I'm going to go ahead and drop this about there. Oh no. He's. Okay. We're not going to mess with him actually. It does look like that gave us a nice jump boost and a speed boost. So I wasn't aware of that. So that's actually a lot more useful than I had originally thought. Um, and once again, we'll just put that one out there. So why don't we see if this has copper inside of it. If it doesn't, we'll more than likely need to go and search for a meteor that crashed. So let's see, we can just dig a straight line. Okay, so that has zinc in it. So what that means basically is that there won't be any copper ingots or anything like that. Inside of all of these spires are specific things, and for that one it happens to be zinc. So if it wasn't zinc, then inside of it it would have copper, tin, aluminum, things of that nature. Now we will need the zinc eventually to make brass through flax beards. However, currently we shouldn't need it. So it may be a bit of a pain to actually find a meteor this early on. So get another piece of string there. That string is really useful. That is one of the only ways to make wool. Looks like I got another bit of sake, which will help out once our speed and jump boost go away. So what I think I'm going to go ahead and do here is actually set up a cobble gen. Good old cobble gen. So we have the lava and water. So, oh, now look at that. That is a sight to behold. That is exactly what I was talking about earlier. So we already have this bucket of water and lava. So what we're going to do here is drop that water like this. and we'll put this in here, drop the water, that'll go right down there, and then we simply just drop the lava there. I actually would prefer that to be 1 over. As you can see, after I drop this lava, my heat is going to go through the roof as soon as I break this cobblestone. So that is one of the mechanics of that's so annoying. That is one of the mechanics. It basically stops you from just sitting here and AFKing while you hit stone, which if you've ever played Agrarian Skies or one of the other mod packs that is quest based and you start with nothing and have to kind of work your way up, that is something that a lot of people would do. If you have a mouse that'll let you do that, that is something that it would let you do. So it's just a little way of them preventing that happening. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here. We didn't accomplish too much this episode, although we did get 1 or 2 quests done. So I'm going to go ahead and get a bunch of cobble here, and I will show you how much I've collected at the beginning of the next episode, and hopefully we can go out, find a meteor, and use that stone hammer we made to help us out. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.